Number 1, 78 plus x plus 41 equals 127. So for this one, we would add 78 plus 41 first. We get 119. So subtracting it would be equal to 8. So it would be x is equal to 8. Number 2, 54 minus 71 minus x equals 7. So for this one, you would have to subtract these first, and you get negative 17 minus x equals 7. And then if you do more, you would get x equals negative 24. Number 3, 99 minus 51 plus x equals 7. So for this one, you would have to add and subtract all of these. Then you would get negative 3 plus x equals 7. And then if you add that more, you would get x equals 10. Number 4, 31 times 7 plus x equals 117. For this one, you would have to multiply these first, which gets you 217, and then plus by x, and then it would have to equal 117. And if you subtract it from both sides, you get x equals negative 100. Number 5, 63 minus 14x plus 37. So for this one, you would have to subtract 63 from each side and then divide it by negative 14, which gets you x equals 9. For number 6, 14 plus 13 plus 11 plus 17 equals x plus 14. For this one, it would be 20. If you add all of these together, you would get 27 plus 28 equals x plus 14. And you would add all of them together and move them to the other side to get x equals 41. Solve for the inequality. Show your work. Number 1, 91 plus x is greater than 72. So with this one, you would have to subtract it both by 91, and you would get x is greater than negative 90. Number 2, 41 plus x 71 is less than x. For this one, you would add these two, and you would get 112 is equal to x. Number 3, 81 plus 2x is greater than 63. So for number 3, you would just simply subtract it by 81, and then you would have to divide it by 2, and then you would get x is less than negative 9. For number 4, 33 plus x plus 32 plus 14 is less than 17. For this one, you would have to add all of them up, and then you would have to subtract it, and you would get x is less than negative 62. Number 6, 137 minus 61 minus 83 minus 24 is greater than x. So for number 6, you would do exactly that, and you would get negative 112 is greater than x. Number 7, 96x is less than 768. So for this one, you would just divide them all by 96, and you would get x is less than 8. For the next one is word problems. This month, it rained a total of 20 inches. Last month, it rained a total of 25 inches. If the pattern continues from the next month onward, write an equation that would represent T, the month of total inches of rain, and M, the month number, considering next month as the first. Okay. So for number 1, since it's 95 to 70, so it's getting subtracted by 25. It's getting added by 25 since it's 45 to 70, so it would be D. T equals W plus 25. The tire store sells an average of 50 tires per week. If the store starts to lose its customers and each week they begin to sell less tires, Which of the following inequalities would best represent X, the number of tires sold per week after the tire store begins to lose its customers? Since it's losing its customers, it wouldn't make X greater. So we can take C and D out, and it would be equal to B. So it would be A, which is the right answer for number 2. Number 3. Simone divides the total number of books she has among 4 people, then gives them each 7 more books after finding more in her garage. Each person has 11 books. Write an equation that shows how many books Simone has in total originally, represented as T, then solve the equation. So she splits 4 books among the people. So this wouldn't be it. These 2 are dividing. So that would work. And then after that, it's getting added by 7. So it would be X over 4 plus 7 equals 11. And then the total amount of books there was originally there would be, since she gave them all some books, so the total amount of books that she had before would be C, 4. She would have 16 books before, but she split it, and then she gave them all 7 books, which make them all have 11 books, and that would be C. Sue-in often forgets his car keys each morning on his way out the door to work. If he goes to work 5 days a week and forgets his keys 60% of the time, how many days does he forget his keys in 5-week period? So 5 weeks, and he goes to work 5 times. So 5 times 5 would be 25. And if you do 25 for 25 times 60 over 100, because it's 60%, you would get 15 days, and that would be our answer, D. Niwa buys coffee for each of her coworkers once a week when she drops by the coffee shop. She has 4 coworkers. Each week she goes to the coffee shop 1 more time than the last week. Write the first 5 numbers of the sequence that represents how much coffee Niwa buys each week. So she has 4 coworkers, including herself. So we start with 5. So it would either be A or C. And then after that, she buys 1 more than the last. So she goes 1 more time than the last. So it'd be 5 times 5, which would be 10. So it would be C. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.